Hi, this is Revant, working as business analyst at Infosys Private Limited.
Describe your current roles and your primary responsibilities as a manager.
Sure, as a manager, I have multiple roles, but few of them are leadership, management skills, resource allocation, communication. Communication is defined as two ways, with the clients as well as my own team, to the betterment of my team and to bring out the maximum efficiency of my team. These are the few of the roles which a manager has.
So, Mr. Revant, how did you transition into manager role, and can you describe some challenges you faced during this transition?
Sure. I have started my career as an associate business analyst, starting from the beginning. Then I have worked along 2 years in my career to get an level up for an team or MSP, which is nothing but an position where as a senior, then have step up to the team lead. Then recently, like a few years back, I have got my manager position based on my work efficiency, strategies used, and problem solving resolutions. I would say that always come up with the new ideas and new innovative things, and it's better if we don't wait for the others to give a solution. Jump into the situation from the start. You be the first one who takes initiative. It helps a lot to in career development as well as in our personal life as well. So by using some of the tricks and throughout my personal career journey, I have started as an associate till to the manager role.
What management theories or principles do you find more effective in your role, and how do you apply them?
Current situation, I would prefer transformation leadership skills, which help us to understand other people's mindset depending on the situation, the work, and what we should imply on them to get the work done. Coming to the other one, emotional intelligence. By mastering this skill, we could understand ourselves as well as the employees' mindset to bring out the maximum efficiency of the employees to get the work done in the right way and in the right time. And secondly, we could use the short-term goals or short goals, which help us to achieve our task, a bigger task in smaller bits, smoothly and efficiently with maximum time efficient. That's it.
Can you give example of difficult decision you had to make as a manager and how you approached it?
It's not like it's difficult, but it would be challenging and taskful, because some of the common tasks would be choosing an employee between two best employees to whom to promote. That would be challenging for any manager, and that's the common issue faced by each and every manager. Along with that, interpersonal conflicts, grievance, and employee relieving related issues. So some employees may abscond by managing the team. There are some other tasks as well which can be manageable easily. But primarily, these are the tasks which a manager has to face in common.
How do you handle conflicts or disagreements within your team?
Coming to the conflicts and disagreements in the team are pretty much common in any organization, and how to deal those situations is depending on staying calm and confident, staying calm and neutral, listening to both the parties actively, coming to an end point, encouraging them to openly communicate what's the issue, understand the situation, and then resolve it, and continuously following up on the parties so that the conflict is completely resolved and never gets back, or it's never repeated once more on the same situation or the same person once more. So these are the things which we have to take care.
What strategies do you use to motivate and engage your team members?
Coming to the strategies, the most common strategies which I use is clear communication, because if the communication is clear with our teammates, the work would be more efficient and more clearly and done more faster. Second thing, recognition and rewards. Each and every employee will work for the recognition for his hard work. So on-time recognition and rewards, this must, which I believe. Then help them in growing their designation or developing their professional career by providing them a new training, giving information on new technologies which have been introduced to the market, training on them and developing them. So these are the strategies which I use at my personal level to support my teammates.
So how do you manage or prioritize your multiple tasks simultaneously?
Coming to multitasking or prioritization, on my personal level, I do it by implementing few things. First one would be identify the priorities. Secondly, break down the priorities into small bits so that it won't be hustle or it won't be that big task. Secondly, delegation of authority. A lone person cannot manage each and everything. So here the delegation of authority is must, and it's very useful to complete the task at any given point and at any given stage. Coming from all of this, coordinating with time management, because this is one of the most important tasks for a manager in any role or for any employee at any stage. Time management is must. With the help of all these things or all these strategies, we could do multitasking smoothly.
Can you describe a successful project or initiative you lead? What factors contributed to its success?
Sure. I would like to discuss about an XYZ project, which was from a service-based company. They wanted to upgrade their domain or else the working platform, the framework of their website to the newer version or the newer software which is present in the market. So the main task there was to analyze the gap. There was to analyze the gap between the old software and the new, to migrate the data and to integrate the systems. That was the main task. So here it was a challenging task for my whole team, but by few adjustments and some technical related terms, it got solved and we succeeded in that. Coming to me as per my personal, by taking the first initiative in participating in the gap analysis and data migration, personal benefit was I've been promoted to my higher level, as well as I was recognized and awarded by the maybe most valuable employee of the year.
How do you measure the performance and effectiveness of your team? How do you provide feedback?
Coming to measuring my effectiveness of my team and giving the feedback for them, I'll be using some certain techniques. Coming to those techniques, one of which is using 360 degrees, team reviews, one-on-one sessions, and goal achievements and involvement in the team discussions and the meetings. Based on this thing, I would rate them on a scale, giving them points in each and every task, like depending on how many goals did they achieve, what was the involvement in the task, how was the performance review, their involvement and other things. I'll be reviewing them and submitting to my higher authorities.
What advice would you give to someone who's aspiring to move into a managerial role?
Coming to the advice, who's willing to become or to upgrade himself into manager role, focus on your leadership skills, communication skills, along with gain relevant experience, understand your organization, what are the ethics and work environment and the practices which has been followed in your organization. Always take feedback from your leads so that you could improve on your places where you lag. After that, always set smaller goals so that it helps to gain new experience and understand new things, and mainly focus on learning new things. Never stop to learn. These are the tips I would like to give for any newcomer who is willing to enter into the manager role.
Thank you, Mr. Raymond, for spending your valuable time and sharing your experience.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.